Okay, class. So as promised, I'm going to discuss the uh, last problem for variable costing. So I'm going to discuss problem 3 and problem 4. So problem 4 is about super variable costing o yung tinatawag na natin na throughput costing method. Actually, for throughput costing or super variable costing, I have two problems. So problem 4 and problem 5. So yung problem 5, assignment na lang. Kasi it's the same with problem 4, although parang year 1 to year 3 lang naman siya. So let's start with problem 3. So last time we have discussed how to compute for the product cost using variable costing and also using absorption costing. We also discussed how to prepare income statement for variable costing and for absorption costing, as well as how to reconcile uh, both net income under variable costing and absorption costing. So let's continue our discussion with problem 3. So I'm going to read the problem. Sabi niya, during its first year of operations, ABC Incorporated, which is located in Laguna de Bay, province of Laguna, that's Laguna, produced 40,000 units of plastic snow scoops. Snow scoops are oversized shovel-type scoops that are used to push snow away. Actually, I think ko dyan, that will be exported to other countries kasi wala namang snow sa Philippines. Unit sales were 38,200 scoops. Fixed overhead was applied at 0.75 per unit produced. Take note, kasi yung fixed overhead natin is a product cost, kaya naka-base siya dun sa units produced. So fixed overhead was under-applied by 2,900. So under-applied siya. So ibig sabihin, yung actual fixed overhead natin, actual fixed manufacturing overhead is actually, this is control, di ba? So, yung actual natin, so pag tinignan mo yung T account, so if this is our fixed manufacturing overhead, so ito yung actual, ito yung applied. So, sabi niya, yung fixed overhead daw was under-applied. So, mas maliit. So, mas mataas yung actual mo ng 2,900, assuming zero yung applied. So, this fixed overhead variance was close to cost of goods sold. Take note, sabi niya, was close to cost of goods sold. So, past tense, I will assume na itong 546,260 is already net of the under-applied overhead of 2,900. Magiging effect nun. So, that will increase the cost of goods sold. So, this fix, ayan, there was no variable overhead variance. The result of the year's operation are as follows. Take note, this is on absorption costing basis. So we have sales, 38,200 units at 27,64,000. Less cost of goods sold, that's 546,260. Yung 546,260, adjusted na yan dapat. Adjusted ng alin? Nitong 2,900 na other applied overhead. Ba't siya adjusted? Eh, sabi niya kasi, yung fixed overhead variance daw was close already to cost of goods sold. Ayan. Selling and administrative expenses, that is fixed, so 184,500. So, operating income, 33,249. So, sabi niya, calculate the cost of the firm's ending inventory under absorption costing. So what is the cost of the ending inventory under variable costing? Round unit cost to 5 significant digits. So ang tinatanong lang naman dun sa, take note, this is problem 3. This is hindi pala ako na-share. So I will share my screen, sorry. So I'm discussing this problem. So for problem 3, so calculate the cost of the firm's ending inventory under absorption costing and what is the cost of the ending inventory under variable costing. So round unit cost to 5 significant digits. So ang tinatanong lang is sa problem 3. So sa number 10, so ang tinatanong sa atin is ending inventory. Ending inventory under ng absorption costing. Paano yun? So, under ng absorption costing, edi we need to compute for the uh, product cost per unit. So remember, di ba ano to? So pag ang product cost under ng absorption costing is direct material plus direct labor plus variable manufacturing overhead plus fixed manufacturing overhead. Yung total nito, ito na yung nandun sa cost of goods sold. So itong 546,260 na to, para yan dito sa 38,200 units. Yun nga lang, take note, this is adjusted by this 2,900 na fixed manufacturing overhead applied. So yung T account magiging ganito, kung zero yung applied natin, of course, di zero. I will assume lang kasi di binigay doon sa problem. So kung that's zero yan, eh sabi na kasi under applied eh. So ibig sabihin yung actual, mas mataas kaysa nun sa applied ng 2,900. So para ma-zero itong 2,900 na yan, so ang gagawin natin is magde-debit tayo na, ang journal entry natin will include debit to cost of goods sold. This is 2,900. I-credit ko yung factory fixed manufacturing overhead applied for 2,900. Para magkakaroon ng 2,900 dito, mazi-zero na yung T account. Ayan. So, madadagdagan. So, ibig sabihin, itong 546,260 na to, it also includes itong 2,900. So para ma-compute ko yung absorption costing per unit, yung 546, kasi ang adjusted cost of goods sold natin is 546, 260. Meron tayong under applied na fixed manufacturing overhead which is yung 29. So babawas ko yun kasi nga kasali na siya rito sa 546,260 para yung unadjusted cost of goods sold ko magiging 546,260 minus 2,900. So that will give me 543,360. So itong 543,360 na yan yung para dun sa 38,200 natin. So yung 38,200, so i-divide ko to ng 38,200. So lalabas 38,200. So lalabas, that will give me 14.22. Ano ba sabi niya? To 5. 22,0, 22,4, 22, 4, kasi 5 daw eh. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 8. Ayan. So ito yung magiging absorption costing, cost per unit natin. This is per unit. So, yan tinatanong sa atin is ending inventory. Ito yun, no? So, ilan ba yung ending inventory natin? Ang sold natin is 38,2. So, ang sold is 38,200 units. Ang production natin is 40,000. So, ito yung ending inventory in units. So, 40,000 less 38,200. So, lalabas, this is 1,800 units. So, para ma-compute yung ending inventory, itong 14.22408, i-multiply ko ng 1,800 units. So, ito na yung magiging ending inventory in dollars. Ending inventory, that will be times 14.22408. So lalabas, that will be 25,603.34. This is the ending inventory under take note ng absorption costing. Absorption costing pa lang. Now, pagdating dun sa letter B, which is yung under ng variable costing. So, ang product cost natin will only include direct materials plus direct labor plus variable manufacturing overhead. Kaso walang binigay na details, ito na kasi binigay. Pero sabi niya, ang fixed overhead daw was applied 0.75 per unit produced. Ibig sabihin, kung ang absorption costing natin is 14.22408, kasali dito yung fixed manufacturing overhead. Eh pag variable, dapat direct materials, direct labor, variable manufacturing overhead lang. So ibabawas ko dito yung 0.75, which is yan yung fixed manufacturing overhead. Babawas ko lang. Para ang matitira is lahat lang nung variable. So lalabas, that's 14.22408 minus 0.75. So that will give me 13.47408. This is per unit, just like yung nandun sa taas na 14.22408. So, tinatanong sa atin, ending inventory. So, i-multiply ko ulit yan ng 1,800 units para ma-compute yung ending inventory under ng variable costing method. So, that will be 24,000. This is 24,253.34. Ayan. So, ending inventory ko under absorption costing is 25,603.34. Ending inventory ko under ng variable costing is 24,253.34. So, dun sa previous problem, di yata tinanong to. Ang tinatanong lang is unit product cost. So, ang unit product cost, itong 14.22408 under absorption, tsaka itong 13.47408 under ng variable costing. So, ayun. So, we're done with number 10. So, next is number 11. So, sabi niya, prepare a variable costing income statement and reconcile the difference between the two. So, wala na ba ibang kulay? So, since sa number 11, tama ba? 11, tama. 11, so tinatanong sa atin is variable costing income statement. So, madali lang naman yan. So, start tayo with sales. Ayan. So, ang sales natin is the same. That is 764,000. So, hindi na po bago to actually. So, 764,000. Ayan. So, meron akong variable cost of goods sold, which is itong ang 13.4708. So, ilan ba yung nabenta? That's 38,200. I-multiply ko ng 13.47408. So 38,200 times 13.47408. So lalabas, that is 514,709.86. Ayan. Ano ba? 38,200 times 13.47408. Ngayon, yung selling and admin daw natin are all fixed. So, wala tayong variable. Kaya, so ito magiging contribution margin na kasi walang variable cost eh. Variable selling and admin cost wala. So, less ko yan. So, 764,000 less 514,709. So, lalabas, this is 249,290. Ayan. 0.14. Then we have yung fixed manufacturing overhead. Kailan tanong paano ko makompute yun? So, ayan, sabi niya kasi 0.75 of units produced. Di ba 40,000 yun? So 40,000 times 0.75. So 40,000 times 0.75. So that will give me 30,000. Ito yan, 30,000. Take note, dapat actual yan. Yan yung applied. Ito, 30,000. Di ba mas mataas ng 29? Yung actual natin. Kaya nga siya under-applied ng 29. So, ang in-apply natin sa production, 30,000 lang. Pero ang actual cost is 32,900. So, sabi ko sa previous discussion, pag variable costing, yung fixed manufacturing overhead natin, dapat actual ito. Dapat actual. Para hindi reconciling item itong over or under applied na 29. So, meron pa tayo ditong fixed manufacturing overhead na under applied para maging actual silang dalawa. Yung fixed manufacturing natin. Which is 2,900. Bawas ko yan kasi dadagdag ko dun sa 30,000. Kasi kikredit ko, debit ko si cost of goods sold. Ayan. Or babawas natin dun. Tama. Pagkatapos, meron akong fixed general and selling administrative expenses which is to 184,500. So 184,500. Ayan. So ito na yung operating income under ng variable costing, or yan na rin yung net income under variable costing. So that is 290.14 minus 30,000 minus 2,900 minus 184,500. So that will give me 31,890. 31,890.40. O 31,890 lang. Round off natin. Ayan. So we're done with the variable costing income statement. So tanong, let's reconcile daw. So this time, start tayo ng variable costing net income papunta kay absorption. So this is 31,890. Siguro kasi add ka pa. 890. Ngayon, yung beginning inventory sa absorption costing ina-add. So this time, yung mga minus natin. Kaya lang zero naman yan. Tapos meron tayong ending inventory. This time, i-add. Kapag variable costing, papunta kay absorption costing net income. Baliktad lang. Kasi kay absorption, ina-add yung beginning, yung ending, mina-minus natin. So, ang ending inventory natin, di ba remember, na-compute ko kanina, that's 1,800. 1,800, i-multiply ko lang nung fixed cost. Kasi ang cost lang naman ng difference, si variable tsaka fixed, nandun sa fixed cost lang. Ang fixed cost natin is 0.75 per unit. So, take note per unit. Ito, unit ito. So, units yan. So, therefore, i-multiply ko to ng 0.75. Kaya 1,800 times 0.75. So, that will give me 1,350. Sabi ko i-add. So, 31,890. 31,890 plus 31,890 plus 1,350. That will give me 33,240. So, dapat yung absorb costing net income ko is 33,240. So, pag tinignan ko naman sa taas, ay wala. Pag tinignan ko dito, 33,249. So, actually, ang cause ng difference yan, yung rounding off lang. So, hindi ako kasi nag-round off kasi ako. 31,890.14 plus 1,350. So, that is 33,240.40. So, dito kasi 33,249. So, meron tayong rounding off differences. Kasi nga, nag-round off tayo. No? Actually, hindi ko sinunod tong ito, 47, 13.47, 408. Na yan, nag-round off kasi ako. So, but more or less, that will be equal dito sa 33,240 natin. Rounding off lang yan. Ayan. So, yun. So, what we have learned from this problem, so titignan lang natin yung cost of goods sold. Sabi niya kasi was close. So, ibig sabihin, adjusted na yan. Yung 546, 240. So, ibabawas natin yung 2,900. So, we're done with number 11. So, kung meron tanong, please let me know. So, problem 4. Yung problem 4 is super variable costing. So, sabi ko kanina, yung, ano ba to? Dito muna ako sa block. Ay, nawala. Okay, so sabi ko kanina, pag super variable costing net income tayo, super variable costing method. So, yan din yung throughput costing. So, ano ba yun? So, if you remember sa variable costing natin, ang product cost natin will include direct materials plus direct labor plus variable manufacturing overhead. Ngayon, yung fixed manufacturing overhead, nire-recognize mo sa as cost of goods sold. Pero, cost of goods sold, as part of your operating expenses. Ngayon, uh, yung assumption natin na yung direct labor tsaka variable manufacturing overhead sometimes are not true. Una, yung variable manufacturing overhead, in reality, there are some manufacturing firms na yung variable manufacturing overhead nila as compared to fixed manufacturing overhead are immaterial or insignificant. So therefore, cost-benefit principle, immaterial naman siya. So ang gagawin na lang, i-treat na lang natin lahat ng manufacturing overhead is fixed cost. Kaysa naman paghiwalayin mo, tapos immaterial naman pala yung variable manufacturing overhead. And also, there are some companies na yung direct labor cost mo behave as fixed cost instead of variable cost. Ba't siya nagiging fixed cost? Kasi merong mga company na yung salaries of their employees are subject, for example, to labor regulations. Ang cost mo per unit is, halimbawa, 10 pesos per unit, pero hindi dapat bababa sa 10,000 pesos per month yung direct labor mo, direct labor o yung wages na ibabayad mo doon sa empleyado mo. Para maka 10,000 ka, dapat makapag-produce ka ng halimbawa lang 2,000 units sa isang buwan. Ang napoproduce lang talaga is 1/8. So in effect, 1/8 i-multiply mo dun sa direct labor cost ko, mas mababa. So therefore, ang gagawin mo dyan, babayaran mo siya ng 10,000 per month. So naka-fix ka dun sa 10,000. So in reality, yung direct labor mo, hindi talaga siya fixed cost, kundi hindi talaga siya variable cost, but rather fixed cost. Aside from labor cost is behave as fixed cost because of labor regulations. So pwede rin based on labor contracts or management policy. So, di sila marunong mag-regression analysis or high-low method. So, therefore, i-consider na lang yung direct labor mo as, as fixed cost instead of variable cost. If that is the case, yung direct materials mo ang magiging variable cost lang. So, kapag yung product cost natin is only include direct material cost, ang tawag natin dito is super variable costing method. O ito rin tinatawag na throughput costing. Ayan, throughput costing method. So, paano ginagawa yun? So, tignan natin yung problem 4. O sabi niya, ABC company manufactures and sells one product. The following information pertains to each of the company's first year of operation. So, we have, as you notice, we have direct materials, that's $12. We have fixed cost per year, direct labor, that's 500,000. So fixed manufacturing overhead for 50,000 and fixed selling and administrative expenses, that's 180,000. So if you notice, yung direct labor napunta na dun sa fixed cost. Kasi ano nga to throughput costing natin. So the company does not incur any variable manufacturing overhead costs or variable selling and administrative expenses. During its first year of operation, ABC produced 50,000 units and sold 40,000 units. During its second year of operation, it produced 50,000 and sold 60,000 units, and the selling price of the company's product is 50 per unit. Sabi niya, assume the company uses super variable costing, compute the unit product cost for year 1, year 2, and year 3. Eh, super variable costing daw yan. Eh, di ang unit product cost natin, ito lang direct materials. Kaya ang sagot natin dyan, for year 1 and year 2, that will be 12. Hindi na magbabago yan. So, 12 lang tayo. Ayan. So, we're done with number 12. So, number 13, prepare income statement for year 1 and year 2. So, dito tayo ngayon sa. So, year 1 muna tayo. So, take note, this is super variable costing or throughput costing. And this is for, ang requirement is income statement. And we have year 1. So, we have sales. Ang sales natin for year 1, so produce daw 50, pero ang unit sold 40. So, meron tayong 10,000 na ending inventory. So, that will be 40,000 units. I-multiply ko by the selling price, which is 50. Ito yun. So, that's 40,000 times 50. So, this is 2 million. This is 2 million. Then we have variable cost of goods sold. So, ang variable cost of goods sold lang is direct material. So, therefore, that's 40,000. I-multiply natin ng 12. Kasi 12 yung product cost natin. Ayun. 12. So, 40,000 times 12. So, that will be 480,000. There is no variable selling and administrative expenses. So, therefore, this will be my contribution margin. So, 2 million minus 480,000. So, that will be 1,520,000. The rest are fixed. So, we have ito na yung mga fixed cost natin. Una, we have direct labor. That's 500,000. So, minus ako dito ng 500,000. We have number 2, yung fixed manufacturing overhead. That will be 450,000. And we have number 3, yung fixed general and administrative expenses. And ayan, sales. That will be 180,000. So my operating income will be ito. So 1,520,000 minus 500,000 minus 450,000 minus 180,000. So this will be 390,000. Ayan. Now for year 2, bigay ko lang. This is for year 2. Ayan. So we have sales again. Ang sales natin is 60,000. 60,000, i-multiply ko ng 50. So this will be 3 million. Hala?